been 6 months since we left that house, but the nightmares never stopped. Every night, I saw Chike standing in that corner, his black eyes staring at me, that twisted smile on his face. The laugh echoed in my ears long after I woke up. I thought leaving the house would fix everything, but I was wrong. Whatever was in that house, it followed us. It started small. Doors would creak open in the middle of the night. Chike's toys would move on their own. At first, I blamed the wind, my imagination, anything to make it feel normal. But then Chike began to change again. He stopped playing with other children. He would sit in the corner of our new house, staring at the wall for hours. I'd call his name, but he wouldn't answer. Sometimes, I'd find him whispering to himself, saying the same words I heard that first night, "This is my home now." One night, I woke up to find Chike standing at the foot of my bed. His face was pale, his eyes blank. He didn't say a word. He just stared at me, like he wasn't my son anymore. My heart raced as I reached out to him. "Chike," I whispered. He tilted his head, and then in that deep, cruel voice, he said, "Why did you leave? You can't escape me." I screamed. Ada came running from the next room. By the time she got there, Chike was lying on the floor, unconscious. He didn't wake up until morning, and when he did, he didn't remember anything. I knew I needed help. We went to a traditional priest in the village, someone Uncle recommended. The man, Baba Ik, listened carefully as I told him everything. He didn't laugh or question me. Instead, he nodded, his face grave. "This spirit," he said, "it has marked your family. Leaving the house wasn't enough. It wants something from you." "What does it want?" I asked, my voice shaking. He shook his head. "We need to find out. But first, we must protect your son. The spirit is using him because he is young and easy to control." Baba Ik gave us charms and instructed us to perform a cleansing ritual. That night, he came to our house with other elders. They prayed, burned herbs, and sprinkled holy water in every corner of the house. At first, everything seemed fine. Chike slept peacefully for the first time in weeks. But as the night went on, the air grew cold, and the shadows in the room seemed to stretch and move on their own. Then we heard it, the laugh. It came from Chike's room, deep, echoing, and mocking. The elders ran to his room, chanting louder, but the door slammed shut in their faces. I screamed as the walls began to shake, pictures falling to the ground. Inside the room, Chike's voice cried out, but it wasn't just his voice, it was layered with something else, something ancient and angry. "You can't take him from me," it roared. Baba Ik banged on the door, shouting prayers. The other elders joined him, their voices rising above the chaos. Finally, with a loud crack, the door flew open. Chike was levitating above his bed, his body limp, his eyes black once again. Baba Ik threw a powder into the air, and the room filled with a blinding light. Chike screamed, the sound piercing and unnatural, and then he collapsed onto the bed. The house grew silent. Baba Ik turned to me, sweat dripping down his face. "This isn't over," he said. "The spirit is strong. It will come back. You must prepare for the final deliverance." I held Chike close, tears streaming down my face. I didn't know how much more we could take, but I knew one thing: I would do anything to save my son. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe buttons for more.